Hari Om. So we continue from our Param Poojya Guruji, Swami Tejomayananda ji's Guru Mahimaa, Dohaavali. First two Dohas we saw, and then we moved to third Doha. गुरु केवल मानव नहीं, गुरु केवल मानव नहीं, ब्रह्म गुरु साक्षात, ब्रह्म गुरु साक्षात। शिष्य जो जाने तथ्य को, शिष्य जो जाने तथ्य को, मुक्त हो वह तत्काल, मुक्त हो वह तत्काल। गुरु केवल मानव नहीं, ब्रह्म गुरु साक्षात। Our teacher is not a human being, he is God incarnated. He is the manifestation of the Supreme Truth himself. That Lord of Lord has taken form in the name and form of this my Guru to teach me, to guide me. शिष्य जो जाने तथ्य को, मुक्त हो वह तत्काल। The disciple, one who knows this secret, this truth, he immediately, instantly, at that moment only, he gets liberated. We hear that reality is everywhere, everything is its expression, names and forms are just apparent and superficial, and the truth is that one. So, that same Lord is there in my teacher, that same knowledge, bliss and pure existence that only has as if solidified because of the desire of knowledge of all the people, samashti prarabdha, samashti ichha. Many people now are ready to work for this liberation, and therefore their combined, their total desire to have one guide, one guide to them, this Guru, the birth of such a prophet, such a realized saint happens on this earth. In this way, Guru केवल मानव नहीं, गुरु ब्रह्म साक्षात। शिष्य जो जाने तथ्य को, मुक्त हो वह तत्काल। When this secret, this truth is known by one, immediately he gets liberated. He transcends everything because his vision completely changes. Prahlad in Bhagavad says to the children of other demons that Gurushu Ishvara Bhavana. Always see that divine principle in your teacher. Don't get deluded by their apparent name and superficial form and their personal individual traits, etc. Because otherwise you will be cheated and you will be reduced to that state where you will find fault with gurus. And when this faulty vision you will have to look at your teachers, then the subject that they teach, you will never be master of that. When we think that the same Lord of knowledge has appeared in front of me in the form of my teacher, and he himself is teaching me this subject, when such a respect and reverence is there, such godlike feeling is there, Acharya Devo Bhava, become one to whom teacher is God. So when this feeling is there, then immediately the comprehension of that subject becomes very effective, and therefore we have very versatility in that subject. So this is the secret. शिष्य जो जाने तथ्य को मुक्त हो वह तत्काल. So he gets immediately liberated from that ignorance, from that noose of ignorance, as if those shackles of all tamas about the nature of self, and then he enjoys that freedom, that fearlessness, that joy of self-knowledge. So in this way, Guruji describes that. Now, in next Doha, he says, जन्म असंख्य है कर्म भी बंधन है दृढ़ मूल. जन्म असंख्य है कर्म भी बंधन है दृढ़ मूल. आत्मज्ञान देकर गुरु शिष्य के काटते शूल. आत्मज्ञान देकर गुरु शिष्य के काटते शूल. Practically, in this level of this realm of action, जन्म असंख्य है, कर्म भी. There are many births, many lives, many bodies, many worlds, because our actions are also not one. There are different types of actions done with different intentions, with different faith, and therefore their results also differ. And to enjoy those results, specific body is needed, and to sustain that specific body, that world is needed. In this way, numerous bodies and plurality of world are there. Janma asankhya hai, karma bhi. Bandhana hai dridha mool. And as we go on doing actions, the fine, minute, subtle tendency is carved in our mind, that subconscious mind, which is called vasana, and that is the bandhan of this action. That is the bondage of action. How? When we do an action, again after some time, we feel like having to entertain that desire, to do that action, to enjoy that result or that fruit of action. Again, when we do that same thing, then that earlier carving, that tendency, that inclination becomes much strong, and then again with double force it will make us desire the same thing, do the same thing, and enjoy the fruit of the same thing. In this way, this experience goes on, and this is the bandhan. And in between, while doing again and again same thing, when this body, this counter, this shop, as if this substratum from where we enjoy that good and bad results, and we do those actions, if that becomes obsolete, if that is to be discarded, then it is discarded, that we call as death. But those vasanas remains there in subconscious mind, that goes out along with mind and this jiva, etc., out of this body, which is then cremated. But to fulfill those vasanas, again some other body is taken in some other world, and then again the same thing goes on. So bandhana hai dridha mool. So there are many births, many actions, and this bondage of action is very strong. Actually, this bondage of action happens because we think that I am the doer. Also, we think I will do this thing. So karma sakti, we are attached to the action. I will enjoy the fruit. So there is attachment to fruit, and there is tendency of doership or agentship, and therefore this bondage is there. Atma jnana dekar guru shishya ke katate shool. And the guru is one, like perfect doctor who at instantly catches the nerve of the patient and gives such an effective, impactful medicine that immediately that patient is relieved from his pains. Same way, Guru is a Bhavaroga Bheshaja. So he gives us self-knowledge and he tells us that you are not the doer, you are not the enjoyer, you are not the desirer. That only happens on the level of mind, while you are identifying yourself with your mind, with your senses, with your body, with your intellect, where the ignorance of yourself is there. So when Shishya hears this, listens this, Shishya ke katate shul, and then he is immediately liberated from that pangs of bondage of karma. So then much load of him is relieved and his life becomes like a feather, very easy, very simple and very joyful to live. Because now he don't have any obligation, so he doesn't desire, he doesn't entertain any thoughts about this world. Then no desire, so action. See, it doesn't mean that he just lays there like a stone, because laying there like stone, sitting there like a stone is also an action. Action is that which makes us tired. So we cannot just remain in a sitting position years after years. Sometimes we will have to wake up and walk or lay down, lay flat. So in this way, without action we cannot live. So therefore, this body made up of 5 elements, this body which comes in under the field of Prakriti, so that keeps on working, but as an instrument of this person, and he himself doesn't identify like I am the doer. So he is not attached to the karma, that action, neither to the result of action. And slowly, as a self-knowledge takes place, he just gets relieved from the feeling of doership, agentship also, and his that affliction is negated, is denied from the source, from the root itself. So this doctor enroots that disease. So it works at the cause level and not only symptoms level. Do good action and have joy, enjoy. Go to heaven or here only you enjoy. You do the hard work, you get money, enjoy. So this is only symptom level, to remove our sorrow, etc., to remove our discomfort. So many this research and so many discoveries and so many inventions are there. Why? To reduce this one whatever trouble is there to body. But that is only symptom level. The causal level treatment Vedanta only gives, and this Vedanta is explained by this Guru. Atma Jnana dekar Guru Shishya ke kaate shul. Shul is that pricking thing, like thorn is pricking, or a pin or a needle is pricking. So in this way, that tendency, that bondage of action pricks us every time. And Guru, like a Shivaji who holds a Trishul, so that with a Trishul of knowledge, devotion and Karma Yoga, Guru just removes the shul of this disciple from the root. Then it afterwards never comes to him. And even he also becomes able to give this elixir to others. Next, Guruji says, Paramahamsa avadhuta Guru Brahma Jnana Sanyukta उनकी सेवा से ही तरे अज्ञ विशिष्य हो मुक्त. परमहंस अद्भुत गुरु ब्रह्म ज्ञान संयुक्त, उनकी सेवा से ही तरे अज्ञ विशिष्य हो मुक्त. Guruji says, ever pure. Purity itself is the Guru, and discrimination also is there. Paramahamsa, Avadhuta, and he has just washed himself inside out from all the modifications of mind, anger, desire, jealousy, hatred, etc. Avadhuta Guru, and not even a trace of ignorance is there. Actually, ignorance is the greatest dirt. Because of that, all other modifications, all other impurities come in us, and they just deny us the inherent joy in us. So, Paramahamsa Avadhuta Guru, Brahma Jnana Sanyukta, he knows Brahman, he knows the Supreme Self, not only world meaning, but he is established in that, he has become that, and he has experienced that directly and immediately without any mediation. उनकी सेवा से ही तरे अज्ञवी शिष्य हो मुक्त. And when a disciple serves him, miracle happens, and even if he is ignorant in the beginning, he gets liberated. See, it is said the first generation has to go through many troubles, and then next generations they find it easy to have that knowledge. Example, when Gurudev, if you see the earlier life of Gurudev, when he went to Himalaya, and then he went to Taponji Maharaj, and then Shivananda Maharaj, again then Tapon Maharaj. So that time so much process like metamorphosis, so twisting and all penance and austerity that he did that time. So afterwards we have to just serve that Guru. Then that all fruit of that penance, austerity and so much hardship that they went through, so that also comes to us. And for us this journey becomes very smooth and comfortful, like a happy ride. So Paramahamsa Avadhuta Guru. Now Paramahamsa, little bit about Paramahamsa. Hamsa is a swan or goose, and that is having a typical characteristic that it is believed that it separates water and milk. Also, it takes in the granules of pearls. मोती का चारा चुगते हैं, ऐसे बोलते हैं. तो हंस वो है कि जो pearl he takes and then he separates water and milk. So separation of water and milk is a symbol of discrimination and differentiation. So in this world, when we think that yes, each and everything that I see is unreal, each and everything that is destructible, that is perishable, and only one self, one Lord, one consciousness that remains forever. So that is real, that is truth, that is permanent, and that remains ever pure, one without any change whatsoever. And I want that. So this discrimination, differentiation, that is depicted by the word of this Hamsa. And for that, purity, Avadhuta, who has washed away all the modifications of mind. Those are born of duality. Those are born of ignorance of the self. And such is the Guru. And he has gained this Brahma Jnana Srotri. So he has learned this by tradition from his Guru, who was in turn realized person. And then he has established himself by meditation, by remembering, by living that principle. And now he has become that Brahma with or Brahma Veda, Brahma eva bhavati. He becomes that. This is the speciality of this spirituality. Because in any other field, when you go and you study that 10 years, 20 years, 30 years, but still you do not become that field of knowledge. But here, the near, the known thing you only become. Brahmadhyana Sanyukta. So when Shishya serves him with all his speech, mind and body, then even if he is ignorant, Guru himself bestows knowledge. Guru himself makes him eligible to have, to receive this knowledge, to understand that, to remember that, and to experience that state, to get established in that. For that purpose, whatever spiritual sadhanas are there, that Guru only teaches him, guides him, and makes him able to do that. Even in service also. It is said that तव कृपे तव सेवा नित्य घडो गुरुदेवा नित्य घडो गुरुदेवा. With your grace, by your grace, may I be able to serve you. So in this way, this Guru only gives him knowledge and he makes him liberated. Why? Because he has only served him and he has created him some compassion for him. Further, the Guruji says, Chinmaya Guru Ananda hai, Karunamaya Priya Shishya, Jnana Bhakti Vairagya Prada, Shishya ka hita uddishya. Chinmaya Guru Ananda hai, करुणामय प्रिय शिष्य ज्ञान भक्ति वैराग्य प्रद शिष्य का हित उद्देश्य. चिन्मय गुरु आनंद है. Guru is Chinmaya. Now in literary also, Swami Chinmayananda, Param Poojya Gurudev is the Guru of the poet, or Param Poojya Guruji, Swami Tejomayananda ji. Chinmaya Guru. Chinmayananda is his teacher. But Chinmaya Chit is also knowledge. So that knowledge principle, pure knowledge, is the teacher. Karunamaya Priya Shishya. And this teacher is very compassionate and the disciple is dear to him. He loves the disciple. And therefore he gives Jnana, Bhakti, Vairagya Prada. This knowledge, devotion, dispassion, and whatever required treatment, the nirata. It is said in the Shanti part of Yajurvediya, Samavediya, Kenopanishad, Chandogya Upanishad, कि whatever required qualities are there, that should come to me. I should have them. I should be able to cultivate them in me. I should be able to imbibe them in me. ये उपनिषत्सु धर्माः ते मयि सन्तु ते मयि सन्तु. So whatever needed to know this knowledge, self-knowledge, like speaking truth and all benevolence and good wishes for all, cooperation, tolerance, forgiveness, these all things, selfless service, devotion to God, soft speakingness, these all things let them come. Here they say चिन्मय गुरु आनंद है करुणामय प्रिय शिष्य ज्ञान भक्ति वैराग्य प्रद शिष्य का हित उद्देश्य. And the Guru has only one agenda, and that is that the disciple should become liberated in life, Jivan Mukta. This disciple should be liberated in life. And how liberation is achieved? By self-knowledge. By self-knowledge alone one gets liberated, because self-knowledge tells that you are already liberated. Mukti is a gained thing, means it is already there, only we are ignorant about our true nature, and therefore we feel that we are in bondage. So that erroneous feeling is removed by this knowledge, and therefore they say this, after gaining this, Guru gives knowledge, devotion, dispassion, and then he does the ultimate good of this disciple. Paramahita. If one is poor, then if somebody gives money or somebody gives job, somebody teaches him some skill, then he may get money. But still that is only ephemeral and it is not permanent. But when this knowledge is given, then further no problem in this world, no crisis, no emergency, that all become just circumstance only. So in this way the disciple is liberated. अन्य शिष्य भी हो तो शिष्य का हित उद्देश्य चिन्मय गुरु आनंद है करुणामय प्रिय शिष्य. And this karuna, compassion, is also an essential thing that Guru should have, because even if he is well versed in scriptures, even if he has realized the truth that is described in scriptures, but still he may just remain there in that state. That is no use of the world. Even from there also he prays for the world, and that is also more effective than full-time social service. But when that Guru's heart melts, when he sees the affliction in the world, oh, so much starvation is there, floods, and this diseases are coming, and this war is happening, and so much cheating, and this one is there, terrorism is there, and bribery and frauds, and everywhere sorrow is there, and so even mental diseases are there, mental disorders are there. So when he sees that, then his heart melts and he thinks that yes, this knowledge is essential. Because of this knowledge, people will become all very righteous and religious, and then slowly this affliction will go away. So in this way, Karunamaya, he is very compassionate, and then he gives jnana. Now on this one world also we can think so much what is jnana. What is this? Brahma jnana, Atma Vidya, self-knowledge. So many definitions we find in scriptures about this knowledge. What is knowledge? In the Nashtakam, one definition comes in the beginning itself. That text starts with this only. Tadjnanam prashamakaram yadindriyanam. Tadjnanam, that is knowledge which calms down your sense organs. So knowledge is that which keeps in your control your sense organs. So your mind, your all organs of action, and knowledge specifically, when they are under your regulation, you can regulate them, you can use it when you want, you can withdraw them when you can keep them at one place in their counter when you don't want to use them. They don't go against your orders anywhere. So that is the knowledge. So having control over. So in this way, this knowledge is that. Then it is said that ya vidya sa vimuktaye. Knowledge is that which liberates you. Vidya sat asato nivrittihi. Knowledge is that which takes you away from malpractices, for all bad behavior. So whatever is wrong, whatever is not right, then from that you should retire, come back, retreat. So that is the knowledge. Vidya sat asato nivrittihi. In Gita also says, nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitramya vidyate. Knowledge is that purifier. Knowledge is purifier, the best purifier among all purifiers. Like something is dirty, we can wash, or dirt on gold etc. is removed by burning it. Agni is also, fire is also purifier. This all garbage etc. is there. Wind sometimes blows it away. So wind is also purifier. And knowledge is the best purifier. Even they say that go to Ganga and have bath. Now Kumbh Mela, Mahakumbh Mela is going on. So why so many crores of people flock there to just wash away their sins? But here, nahi jnanena sadrusham pavitram iha vidyate. Knowledge is that purifier, which is the best among all, because knowledge removes this doership. I am karta. All other purifiers, they may remove sins done up to that time, but afterwards again, person may have these notions, doership and enjoyership, and again may incur sin. So knowledge prevents that also. Once you know that I am not doer enjoyer, and only these organs, only this body, only these five elements, they are working in their own, because objects are also made up of that, and these instruments, hands, legs, etc., also made up of that. So they work among themselves. I am away from that, I am different than that. Then never can sin happen. Therefore, knowledge is that which is the best purifier. In this way, so many other also definitions of knowledge is there. And here listed bhakti. Bhakti is love for supreme love, unconditional, absolute love for God, where I like God, I feel He is good, and always my mind revolves in Him, and I ask that only, His love only from Him. And vairagya, dispassion. When I come to know that this world doesn't give me what I want infinite happiness, and when I do so much work, then I get a just flickering momentary happiness that also goes, and that taste lingers there, and again I have to work so much for that. So I don't want this, now it is enough for me. So in this way, the dispassion that has risen out of discrimination and differentiation, that Guru gives. And in this way, he just has one motto, one task in his life, to remove ignorance of disciple and make him a liberated soul while living itself. Next, Doha. Mata samamamata guru शासन पिता समान कारण रहित दयाल प्रभु गुरु है श्रेष्ठ महान. Guru is like mother, very loving, very forgiving, very considerate and understanding is there, very soft, very service attitudeful, and like Pita, like father, Guru is there, and he teaches us how to behave in the world, and he disciplines us, so that is all for our benefit only, and he feeds us, he takes care of all our needs, so he maintains our life. In this way, this Guru is there, Guru only like mother and father, so whenever needed, he just encourages us, appreciates us, and whenever needed, he punishes us and puts us to discipline in the right track when our mind just goes here and there. Guru, Mata Sama Mamata Guru, Shasana Pita Saman, Karana Rahita Dayala Guru. Prabhu hai, Guru hai Shrestha Mahan. Without any reason, he is very compassionate, and therefore he is very great, like higher than the highest, and therefore we touch even Guru's teachers' sandals also with our head. And Uddhav and so many other devotees, the Arjuna also used to carry the sandals of Shri Krishna to his heart when he will be going on through the his own chariot. So in this way, Mata Sama Mamata Guru, Shasana Pita Saman, Karana Rahita Dayal Guru, Guru hai Shrestha Mahan. He doesn't require that yes, he has served me this much, so I will give him this much. Like this calculative mind is not there. He is very compassionate and bestows this knowledge to whoever comes. Now, Guruji warns us about something that happens from some of us. गुरु महिमा नहीं जान कर, गुरु महिमा नहीं जान कर, करता जो अपमान, करता जो अपमान, प्रभु न सहे अपराध को, प्रभु न सहे अपराध को, मिटे न भव अज्ञान, मिटे न भव अज्ञान। गुरु महिमा नहीं जान के जो करता अपमान, one who insults Guru without knowing his glory, because he don't know this glory, therefore he undermines Guru, underestimates Guru and behaves badly with him. प्रभु न सहे अपमान को, see it is not written that Guru न सहे अपमान को. This Guru is calm and quiet. He doesn't get offended because of that, because he knows that this is ignorant. He has much ego because that is all in ignorant position. So, but God doesn't tolerate that. What? Guru's insult done by ignorant disciple. God doesn't tolerate that. And mitena bhavajnan, and he curses that his ignorance about the self will not go. And this disciple remained ignorance, he doesn't become knowledgeable person. So this is very effectively expressed in Ramcharitmanas, where Kakbhushandi tells his biography to Guruji. He says that in one birth, many births ago, in one birth, I was there. Earlier I was very rich, but very stringent. And afterwards something happened, all my wealth was gone and I had to leave that place. So as afterwards I developed devotion for Lord Shivaji, and once I met a Brahmin Guru who taught me the essentially all gods are same, Lord Vishnu, Lord Ram, Lord Shivaji, etc. are same. And he gave me this Guru Mantra also, means this Lord's name, how to chant that. He guided me in that. But I also took that mantra, but inside I was always hating him because he was respecting Lord Vishnu also. And I was respecting only Lord Shiva because I was in the state of ignorance and seeing duality in between them. But Guru was knowledgeable and he saw oneness in all. And therefore he was equally worshipful for Vishnu also, though he was a devotee of Shivaji. Because of that I was always hating him. And when once I was sitting in that temple and doing repetition of this name of Shivaji, Guru entered. And even if I saw him, it is not that I was fully engrossed in japa and I was unaware of what is happening around. I saw him, but still I pretended like I have not seen him, and therefore I kept on doing my japa. I did not got up and then do salutations, then ask what should I do, etc. That I didn't pay any respect to him, and still Guru did not notice that he was okay. But Shivaji in Sanctum Sanctorium in that temple, Shivaji, he was very Jagrut and he noticed this and he didn't like the Guru's insult that I pretended that I did not see, etc. And therefore he cursed me. Kakbhushandi says, he cursed me that you will have to take so many births. Mitena bhava shisha, mitena bhava ajna. This all Bhavasagar, means this all plurality, that also doesn't go. The disease of becoming something, bhava means to become. Becoming something, always my happiness according to me lies in the future. At present I am ill. If I get well, I will be happy. At present I am ignorant. If I get knowledge, I will be happy. At present I am here. If I go there, I will be happy. So in this way, always happiness is postponed in the future. So that is bhava. So I want to become that. I want to go there. I want to have this. This is Baba. So this doesn't go. So Lord Shivaji cursed me. But see, oppositely, instead of getting angry, this teacher is so compassionate that he praised Lord. Namami Shamishana Nirvana Rupam Vibhum Vyapakam. So in this way he praised Lord. He pleased him. And then he got the solution on this curse, that yes, he will have the memory of all the birds, and at the end he will have the devotion towards Sri Rama, whereby he will get the knowledge and he will be liberated. So in this way, गुरु महिमा नहीं जानकर करता जो अपमान, प्रभु न सहे अपराध को, मिटे न भवा ज्ञान. This is the fact. So when we are disrespectful for our teacher, God doesn't like that, and therefore our ignorance doesn't go. So one who keenly wants this knowledge, so to make it a mark that he will always have reverence, full reverence, like God only towards Guru. Now next it is said, गुरु शरण हो वह जीवतो, होत परम कल्याण, गुरु सेवारत सदा रहे, मन में कृपा का भान. Guru Sharan, the now opposite picture, very good and desirable picture. Guru Sharan ho vah jivato, when we are at the feet of the Guru, when we surrender to the Guru, hoto parama kalyan, then our good will happen. Guru Sevarata Sada Rahe. And if you remain in the service of Lord, Maname Krupa Ka Bhan. And also we should keep conscious about this grace of Guru. Very nicely Guruji says here, when our refuge is Guru. Sharana means that shelter, that refuge. When we are in distress, then we want some solace, some sukoon. So that should be Guru. We should always, whatever we feel, we should submit to that Guru. Guru Seva, Guru Sharana ho vah jivato, ho to parama kalyan. And even if we don't know in what lies his best, so but that only will happen. And only our duty is to serve him without any kautilya in our mind, without any kapatti in mind or any wickedness in our mind. With pure heart, if we serve him, and we should always remain conscious about his grace, that is, because of his grace, this all is happening, whatever I am getting, this material things also, spiritual things also. If we are free from kama, krodha, desire and anger, that is happening because of Guru's grace. If we are getting basic needs of us, that is happening because of Guru's grace. In this way, sadhana also happens from us, and then we reach to that ultimate goal. Guru Sharana ho vah jivato hot parama kalyan. Parama kalyan is here liberation. Guru Seva Savarata Sada Rahe. And Seva, Guru Seva, that is okay. But what is Seva? What should we do physically and practically? So it is said it is not physical Seva, that to wash his clothes and cook food for him and serve him and press his feet, etc. That is okay. If you are fortunate to do that, then definitely you do. But when Guru tells you something, some preaching, some instruction, then following that throughout our life, even if he is very near or not. So that is service. So the Guru's service is that to understand Guru's philosophy, his life work, and dedicate our also life for that work. So extend that life, to spread that knowledge. That is Guru Seva. So in this way the glory of Guru is spread everywhere, and that is real Guru Seva. How Guru has become, so we should also become one with that Lord, with that knowledge. So when we also become like that and we also pass on this knowledge to others, we also get that fulfillment of taking birth, then really Guru is pleased. So that is the real seva. Gurudev, Param Poojya Gurudev Swami Chinmaya ji says, if you are following what I say, then you are very near to me. But if you are just trying to show that you are coming near and you are something special to me, or you are doing personal service and you are not following what I preach, then you are miles away, you are very distantly away from me, even if you are physically near me. So in this way, Guru Seva Rata Rahe Sada Man Mein Krupa Ka Bhan. In this way we have to serve the Guru. Further Guruji says, Sadguru Shreshtha Nahi Hai Wahi Hai Jo, Sadguru Shreshtha Wahi Hai Jo, Shishya Ka Kare Sanyog, Shishya Ka Kare Sanyog, Antar Guru Hridayastha Se, Antar Guru Hridayastha Se, Kadana Jnana Viyog, Kadana Jnana Viyog. Guruji says, the greatest Sadguru, the Guru who gives us ultimate self-knowledge, he is one who meets these two things, his disciple and the Guru that resides inside in the heart of that disciple, and never then ever happens the separation from this self-knowledge. So that Guru is great. So here one thing is that this knowledge resides, this Guru, real Guru resides in us. In Srimad Bhagavad also, when that episode comes, when Yadu, the ancestor of Sri Krishna, meets Avadhuta Brahman Dattatreya, and they discussed these spiritual things, that how you are so nice, without any work, without any possession, without any wealth with you, and without any family or home and etc. How you are so pleased and very healthy and joyful. Then he says, I learned from 24 Gurus. And then he says that when I looked at the sea, that is shoreless and it is full of wealth. When I looked at a space, it is accommodating all and it is remaining in uncontaminated, whatever happens in that. In this way, each and everything in this world, 24 he has counted there, including body, 25. So that he says, Antar Guru Hridayastha. So there one thing is told, that our intellect is our teacher and mind is our disciple. So intellect that is trained, that has studied scriptures, is our Guru, and mind that is obedient, that is subservient to this intellect, so that is the subordinate. So Antar Guru Hridayastha Se, and to this pure intellect Guru introduces to disciple. So like Sri Krishna is also shown as a Sarathi. So he is the charioteer, where he will drive the chariot of life of Arjun. So in this way, we should give all the things of our life in this intellect, that is like Guru. And this intellect also is special intellect that knows all the rules of the spiritual practices, and it has known about this consciousness also. So Chaitanya, so that is Adi Guru, that is Parama Guru, Narayana. And Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmad Acharya Paryamtam Vande Guru Paramparam. This tradition of knowledge, teacher and taught, that starts from Shivaji. This is Adi Guru. Or Narayana also, that parampara is there. So earlier Narayana, then Brahmadeva, then Vasishtha, then Parashar, then Parashar, then Vyas Bhagwan, then Shuka, Gauda, Govindapada, Shankaracharya, etc. So that one God, that one Lord, He stays in the form of self, Atma, Aham. So Guru is one, the greatest Guru is one who introduces his disciple to that principle in him only. That is the fountain of knowledge, that is the abode of knowledge, and then never ever self-knowledge goes away. It is not forgotten, never forgotten then. It always remain there shining. And lastly, now Guruji says, Guru Mahimaa apar hai, Guru Mahimaa apar hai, gira se barani na jaye, gira se barani na jaye, जो जाने वही जानता, जो जाने वही जानता, अन्य न उसे सुहाय, अन्य न उसे सुहाय. गुरु महिमा अपार है. Shoreless, fathomless, this Guru Mahima, this glory, this importance of teacher is really limitless. And we cannot describe it. It is indescribable, inexplicable. We cannot explain it. Jo jane vahi janata. One who has experienced it, he only knows. Anya knows his way, and then as an effect, he doesn't take interest in any other thing then. When time comes to talk, when time comes to listen or write, then his subject is this only, Guru. Why? Because he is that infinite. And therefore, this all worldly matters, this all elemental things, he is not interested in that. He remains indifferentiated to all these things, but takes very much interest in again and again singing his teacher's glory, because of whom he came to know the essential fact, essential matter of this world also, of Lord also, and about himself also. Total vision changes because of that, and we remain as if witness to our own life, and all other earlier things doesn't remain, keep any contact with him, us. So Guru Mahima apar hai, गिरा से बनने न जाए, जो जाने वही जानता, अन्य न उसे सुहाए. With this beautiful doha, Guru Param Poojya Guruji concludes this Guru Mahima Dohaavali. So this little reflection of this composition of Guruji we offer at his feet. Guru Raya re, Guru Raya re, Guru Raya re, Guru Raya, Guru Raya re, Guru Raya re, Guru Raya re, Guru Raya. Dhanya Sadguru Raya re, Dhanya Sadguru Paya re, जब तब चरणे चित्त न ठेले, जन्म निकेले काय रे. गुरु राया रे, गुरु राया रे, गुरु राया रे, गुरु राया. श्री सद्गुरुनाथ महाराज की जय. ओम श्री चिन्मय सद्गुरवे नमः. हरि ओम. श्री